So with the recording in progress, as we heard it, we switched to English for our international audience. No, but just to practice it, because I will need to do it in English later on. Probably it won't be the best English you've ever heard, but at least it will be something, and I think we could understand each other. So this one is a quite short adventure, despite even these simple rules include some short rest, long rest. It would be much quicker. It wouldn't have any rests at all. And we'll just run through it, not as fast as possible, but the idea is to get in the frame of 2.5 hours. We'll see how we'll go. So we begin our adventure in the desert lands of Bahmutas. There is a prosperous polis of Abel Jali. It had industry, markets, culture, but most importantly, it has water and gardens. Most of its success, Abel Jali owes to the ancient long-gone civilization of Agrekos, whose ruins hide magical technology secrets of which are now forgotten. It is said that in those times, surrounding nature was beautiful and rich, but it was gone together with Agrekos. You can still find some families and clans with a bit of orange skin. They claim themselves to be descendants of Agrekos. Those are usually rich and powerful people. And whispers said they even had orange blood. 3 most influential families are ruling Abel Jali. Their representatives create a board, an official triumvirate responsible for any city-related strategy. City has 4 districts: crafting, market, cultural district, and a civil district. Ancient pyramid, the only structure that survived from Agrekos. It is a cornerstone of the city, just in the middle of it, between 4 districts. It provides its magical energy, which is used by each citizen. All of you were summoned before the board because overnight, Pyramid lost power. Something happened, and no magic comes of it. It is closed right now. Some security protocols breached it. People gathered around to understand what's going on, and you were asked by the board to investigate, to give the power back without disturbing population. So no one would understand there is a problem actually, just a small inconvenience. So you should go fast and you should go quietly. So you're now in the heart of Abel Jali. And it was too loud probably. So you're close to the pyramid. It's surrounded by the people from all 4 sides where the gates are. There is no panic, but definitely the people are worried. They want to understand what's happening. They want to get in. You see soldiers in front of each of the gates, not next to it, but down at the stairs. They're not letting people in by the order of the board. You're passing by and thinking of how to sneak in. It's 6 of you, and I would like you to introduce your characters one by one, just briefly, maybe how they look. Who are they? Let's start with you, Alexandra.
I have a short question. So we were hired by the council, by the government, or we just want to figure out what's going on by our own reasons?
Yeah, you were hired by the board, the triumvirate of families, which is within the code. And right now you just need to describe your character if possible, right? And then we'll go back to the questions.
Yes, sorry.
I have
So,
one question. Since where there's 6 of us?
Oh, it's 5 of us, right? It's six of them will be there on Friday. It's 5 of us. You're right.
So my name is Sashan, and I am a female, half orc, very strong, and I can smash you and punch you right in your face if you do not agree with me, right? We now just need to fix this stuff. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, and we have another one, Luke, even more savage than Sashan, Miroslav.
Tall man, sunburned, muscular, with 2-hand axe and a snake around his waist.
That was Miroslav. Quite strong, but still looking really good in shiny armor. Felicia.
Yes, Felicia of Shortshine.
Swartshine.
Swordshine, yeah. Felicia looks like a warrior, wearing a half plate, carrying a long sword and a shield. She's a human, and she looks like, you know, a beacon of light, a beacon of hope. I'm not sure if this world has paladins, but she resembles like a holy knight. Yeah, so that's Felicia.
That's about Felicia. And not next to you, keeping some distance. Seems like even a bit hiding in the shadows. The elf Illimit.
Stepping out of the shadow, very handsome, skinny, tall elf, showing himself with 2 very interesting daggers on his belt. Hello, I'm Illimit Shayar, but you can call me Your Highness.
That was about Xerx's character, Illimit. And the last but not least, like strong looking, but not that high, Lormag.
I thought I was going to introduce myself. Just a second. Okay.
You're switching on and off your mic. Now it's off.
Okay. I'm a dwarf, Lormak, the priest of a Moradin church. Hey, you green one. I think I've killed a bunch of your ancestors back in the day. That was fun. And I'm pointing at the orc, obviously. Half orc.
Okay. What, Alex? We can't hear you. Really far away.
Hello.
Yeah, that's much better.
I was saying, are you talking to me? You?
Yeah, you green abomination.
Green what? Do not understand any word. I will punch you right in your face. Let's go, guys. We need to fix this stuff.
Fight, 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 fight.
Says Miroslav. Well, but you probably don't have all day. So you need to either fight and finish it right now or find a way to get into the pyramid. So who will lead you there, and what ideas do you have to get into the pyramid?
Is it like sealed? What's with the? I mean, there's supposed to be an entrance, right? Is it closed?
So there is 4 entrances, basically the main gates on each side of the pyramid, which are now closed. So usually they are open and the guards are next to them. Right now they're closed and the guards are down at the beginning of the stairs and kind of pushing the people back. As you heard rumors already, because it's their kind of issue happened overnight, you know that there's some kind of mechanism locked it from inside, just kind of something as a security, maybe like something breached the pyramid security, as this kind of magic and technology is still quite unknown for these people, despite they're using it for centuries. So it's now closed. How well it is breached or not, well, you're not sure yet.
I think we should examine all the 4 entrances to determine whether one of them was breached. Maybe we can use it to enter as well.
Those guards don't look very friendly. We can go find ancient sewers. I know they lead towards the pyramid. Are you ready to swim through some piece and shit? It's gonna be fun.
Sure, whatever. Let's go.
How do you think about the sewers, Illimit?
First I'm approaching
What do
the
you think?
guards. No, first
All
I'm
right.
approaching the guards and like whispering, not like talking, quite quiet. Guys, I had an order from a family. We need to fix this problem. Will you grant me permission to examine the entrance?
Well, maybe we could. It's not like it's kind of protected right now, it just closed itself, but do you have any papers at hand?
Do I have any papers at hand?
No, you don't have, but you can try and roll your influence to check if you can pursue them to let you forward.
Okay, I'll do that.
Roll d20
16.
and add your influence modifier.
Can I add something to
16.
this? I mean, I'm approaching to the gods too.
And how do you want to help?
I just want to ask your guys, I don't understand. We have an order right from the board. You know, your chief said to us, just go here and fix everything. Just go, let us go. Now, quickly, or I don't know what I will do.
All right. No worries. If it's a family order, then you can pass. Obviously, go on, guys. Move aside. And you can see how they kind of move aside at one of the kind of, these big and wide stairs. The 3 guys going back. The guards open your way, and you hear more and more, like not even whispers, but more of a shout somewhere in the distance where people starting, "Hi, what's going on? Why are they going in? That's not right." And you said family. Well, they said a problem. So some shit going on. Hey, where are you going? And so on. And there's like different shouts from side. So are you going there? So it's Illimit and Sashan now. And before that, at least, Larmag and Felicia was ready to go to the sewers. So what are you doing right now? You can see like 2 of your fellows going to the stairs. You can go in your way, go to the sewers, or you can wait for them, or you can go with them. And same is for Miroslav.
I guess I'll follow them since That was initially the plan.
Those fairies don't want to go through the sewers. Pathetic.
Miroslav, will you follow them?
Yes.
Yeah, the Miroslav is full. So yeah,
Okay.
then
With
Go
my
on.
experience, let's say I'm approaching the first of all, no, the main gate, the closest one, and trying to investigate the lock.
yeah, you can do so. So if you roll the knowledge check for me, please. And I would say with advantage.
No, it's
So you can,
crit 20.
yeah, natural 20. Nice. So without even examining it close, you can quickly see that it's a mechanical lock, but it's definitely locked with a huge power behind. But your sharp mind and your experience tell you that you can use to open such locks. So you now can you now understand how you can open those doors with the tools which you got actually, with some thief tools.
Yeah, so I'm proceeding then.
Go on. Roll then a thief tools check.
Mhm. It is 11 plus 6, 17.
17. All right. So you hear some
Wait a
clicks.
second.
Yeah.
Wait.
Go on.
Sorry. I have plus 6 thief tools, plus I have class feature plus 1 to thief tools check.
Yeah, that's already included in stats.
Okay.
So it's less, it's already in your 6.
Mhm.
So you hear some clicks, like slowly your instruments going forward into the what nearly looks like a additional wall which bridges the door. Another click, and then and something is stuck. So you manage to open a few locks, but it's still closed. So you fear that if you'll continue, you either will be successful next time or you will fully block the, at least this way of unlocking the door.
Of course, I'm proceed.
Ilimit is not saying, yeah,
what could
he's not
possibly
saying
go wrong?
anything to others. He's just like getting his tools again and says like, yeah, 1 second. Go on. And so it will be the higher challenge, like difficulty check, but you have advantage on it because you already started the process and you know it.
Okay, so 2 times, right?
Yeah, and pick the best one.
So 14 plus 6, 20.
Well, that's was exactly as required. Just on the range of your tools, you can see them cracking, but at the end you manage to find the right plug, push it, and the door slowly easing and like pushed away, not till the end, because the locks you opened were not perfect. They blocked a bit, but still it's enough for a usual human being to pass through.
I'm turning to the crowd and bowing. Yes, it is me.
Nice job, girl.
Next time,
Good job, Your
just
Highness.
ask me. I have a two-handed glaive, and I will just raising it above my head, and I say that next time we can do it much faster.
Good
you know?
idea.
Just break this door and go. Let's go.
Yeah, you can hear a bit of applause in the audience, but mostly there was like a more angry shouts. Oh, so it's closed. So they had to breach into our own pyramid. That's something wrong. It's captured. This is the end. You hear a few other cries, and the kind of a small panic started. And you can see people, a few people, not many, but running back to the city shouting.
Don't worry, just a little bit of a rat problem. We're gonna kill them all. Everything's gonna be fine.
Well, I would
That's
like
the
you to roll
attitude.
the influence. What? Sorry, Miroslav?
That's the attitude I like.
Yeah. So I think Lorma
21.
can roll. Lorma can roll. Yes. How much?
21.
Ah, well, you don't need advantage. I was going to give you advantage because everyone else helping you, or like something like you can add a few points, but 21 is more than enough to come down. At least those who stayed here, and they're like, well, he says that's rats. Oh, that's not probably rats. There's no one will, close that building for the rats, but it's still probably not that important. He just said rats, right? Yeah, that's probably some minor shit in there. They just closed it. Maybe they found a treasure there. Yeah, who knows? And so on. So you're now in. It's a wide-sized building, obviously. The structure with a lot of passages, and right now you're in a darkness. Most of you, if not all, have torches, I believe, and even Sashan has a dust of light.
I have a dust of light. What
But
is it?
the dust will yes. So the dust is one of the usual, not very expensive magical substances which you can throw, and it will kind of as a dust spread across the room. Not a big one, but still it will cover it, and will stay on a floor, walls, or ceiling for some time and give you a quite good light around it where it's spread. So you can light a room for 8 hours or even a bit more, but you can't go with it, right? Because the dust will be spread already.
All right, so I'll keep it.
All right. So who will use the torch and lead the way?
I will, says Felicia, and goes straight forward, leading the group.
All right. Then you can see Felicia again. Her torch is bright. You can see a bit of flashes and some shines on her armor. She shows you a way as she thinks is the way, and I would like you, Felicia, to roll perception check for me.
So I rolled 12, and my modifier is 0. So it's 12.
For most of you is 0. Yeah. Well, so you've spent around an hour here and there. Sometimes it was a dead end, but still you're kind of you weren't going to the same path twice. And then you find an interesting door which seems like different from all others. You've opened it, and behind you can see quite a wide corridor, actually, around 30 feet wide, but you can't see how long it is because it's fully blocked with a thick mist, like fog covers it fully. You can see a bit kind of, well, we will see what you see because everyone can now roll a perception check for me, and we'll see if you can get some hints over here.
Shall I roll it again?
Well, yeah, I would say yeah, because it's like a different thing you're looking for.
I have 19.
Okay, we have 19 already. Do we have 20 or more?
Sorry, what we should
Perception. Roll a d20 and add your perception modifier.
which is it?
It's on the top right between your initiative and HP.
Perception. So I have 19 plus 3, so 22.
All right, so we have someone who has more than 20. Yeah. All right, so some of you, at least Sashan, can notice that under the ceiling the mist is less dense, so it's kind of close to the ground, and hidden a bit in the mist by the wall, which kind of right near the door you opened, are some sort of wings, but the mechanical one, which can be used with the hands. So what will you do?
I did not get what kind of wings. The mechanical wings were closer to the ceiling.
No. The ceiling is like it's one information. The next to the door, near the door, next to the wall, right here, a bit in the mist, but Ilimit was able to see that there is a pair of big wings, mechanical one, which can be held with arms, kind of used. It's not like obviously they're birds' wings. You can use arm to get them and to hold them, but seems like they're made from metal or something.
Oh, Ferris doesn't want to go to the sewers. There are wings for you. Perfect.
I do not understand what is it.
Come on,
But-
wear
but-
them.
but-
You can flap them a little bit and get the mist out.
What? I need to hold it. Or what? Can I get to these wings? I mean, touch
Yeah,
it.
they're just next to you. It was hard to see them, but they're just next to the door, so it's not hard to get them. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to touch it somehow, like this.
So you try to pull them, right? You try to kind of get your hands in them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so you get them out closer to yourself. They're really heavy, big, heavy wings, but with your superior strength, Sashan, you're able to pull two of them on each of your hands. One on the right hand, one on the left one, and you can use them right now. It's kind of, you can feel the kind of the pressure of air right when you kind of holding them. So what will you do?
I don't know. I'll try to blow this mist with these wings like this.
All right, yeah. So you're trying to, I don't know the word, but waving, shaking your hands. And now I would like to roll athletic checks with disadvantage, please.
Which check? Athletic.
Athletic, yeah, athletics check.
All right. 19. 4 plus 6, 10.
It was with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see the mist right next to you, just disappearing. 5 feet, 10 feet, but then kind of 15 feet, and it's still there forward. And you can see it slowly getting back. You were not strong enough to kind of push the air through it to make a whole passage. And now it's slowly closing. While you're thinking it's fully closed, the room again, this kind of wide corridor.
I'll try to do it again, but now on purpose. I mean, now I just want to look around. Let's say on the floor, maybe I will see something if I just, make this mist disappear in some areas to check maybe there is something interesting on the floor. And can I go around and try to wave everywhere?
All right. Yeah, you can, obviously. Again, roll athletics checks with disadvantage for me.
I help.
Well, you can help, but how? Because now both of the wings on
Guidance.
her hands. Huh?
With guidance.
All right. Yeah. So you have now a guidance. You have you don't need to roll with disadvantage. You just roll once.
Once again, so I roll without disadvantage or what?
Yeah. You're now guided by Lormak, despite you're a green skin
Yeah.
monster.
Said
Okay,
little
okay,
green
so
thing that
16.
help you.
All right, damn ass. 16 plus 6. Thank you. So it's mean.
All right, that was really good. 22.
Yeah.
So you feel like strength's getting back to you. You kind of feel the vibe now, and you getting into the motion. The mist is just, freeing away in front of you. And when you just start, you can see that this corridor, the mist in the middle where you started, like right next to the door, just go inside, and you can see 40 feet, 45 feet passage in front of you is now a bit open, but at the same time, as you're trying to turn around and flap more, flap, that's the word. I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Everyone?
No, for now it's just only Sashan, because she went in with the wings.
13.
Yeah, so once you started your way in and turn aside to blow some mist away, it was a good decision, because you find one ancient coin on the floor. It's golden one, and it's definitely not the one which is used in the city of Abel-Jali. Seems like it's really old and from the times probably of the old civilization. So this is the special coin. You can keep it till the end, and then it's kind of your reward. And
Toss it
will
to a Witcher.
give you points, or you can use it to reroll any d20 dice you roll. You will spend it, and then you can reroll a dice, or you can toss it to a witch. Obviously, that's probably the best reward you can have.
How it will looks like she will put that coin in in a hole and
How one of my friends says, she will share it with that god.
All right, I found a coin, guys.
All right, so you have the passage now open, but it's slowly closing. Are you getting in, or you will do it?
Yes. Let's hurry up. Let's go.
Let's go.
So Felicia runs forward, Sashan flapping her wings in front of everyone else. Everyone else
move.
following, right?
Move.
All right, so everyone else get through that passage. So you now have probably switched on another torch, but you have enough, so that won't be a problem for now. And after that corridor, there is quite steep stairs going up, and ended with not that big gates, but quite interesting looking. And while you think about what you will do, I'll change the music a bit. If you will hear it, you will tell me. So you at these gates, and who is leading the way? Who want to open those gates?
I will try.
Yeah. So once again, Felicia leading the way, opening the gates, and you getting into this room. So we will have Lormak, Sashan, Idemir, Felicia, and Miroslav. So you get in from the passage at the bottom of the map. If it's all on all beer, if you can see. So with a torch, you can see it properly. Just in front of you, just opposite the gates, there is a big statue of ancient. Well, it's not a god. It's how the Greekers represents one of the most great ones out of them, out of their society. on the throne, on that kind of magnificent chair, just sitting and looking at the gates. You can see a bit of rubble of the old times, a few broken columns and tombs, which probably don't have any borders inside because there's more of like statues or monuments there. And then you can see quite similar but a bit different and standing two other statues of those ancient civilization in the far right and left corner. They're standing on some kind of specific big stone blocks with interesting runes on them, and in front of them, both of them is small plates. Thank you. That's I can see a tip right from someone I know. Call it a podium. I would say it maybe. The difference is you can see that in front of the left one, which is in the top left corner, there are two jars. One near the right foot, so kind of left from your point of view, is the bigger one, and then on the right is the smaller one. And then in the north, if we look here of the room, just behind the throne, clearly feel by the temperature and looking at it of really hot boiling water. There is some steam coming up of it. It's, well, maybe 60-70% full. There's definitely a gap between the kind of side of a pool and the surface of the water. And then in the middle of it, closer to the gates on the other side of the room, is some kind of a column, which is just kind of several centimeters, maybe 10 centimeters above the water. So you're in that room. What you want you to do here? The gates on the other side are closed for now, and well, in front of you, this boiling pool.
Well, let's examine the room, search it, I guess, for some clues.
These stairways on the left and right, they are like open to go, or?
Well, you can't see them for now. There is a gaze there, but there seems like if you want to try, so like let's say you will try to open them and try one. Yeah, it's easy to open, and they're going downstairs somewhere on the sides. Well, you have no idea where for now, but yeah. While
now we
Yeah,
need to cross. We need to cross this boiling water and get to the gates. Late.
Yeah, very probably, because as far as you know, that energy source that actually I should have told you before, these famous spark plugs, which give the energy to the whole city, this magic, are somewhere close to the top, right there, this ancient magical machine. So in theory, yeah, you should probably go like up, but not down. So as Felicia was asking about like investigating, can you roll a knowledge check for me?
So it's 16 plus 2, 18.
All right. So as you get close to the statue, you can see a few rooms, and from even looking at the statue in front of you, which is sitting on the throne, you can see similar just at the feet of others, which translate from, again, ancient but not that forgotten language of Agrecas, more of saying kind of more of instruction on how to turn something. It's just more like a saying about how to make a few gestures touching those rooms to turn them on.
And you said there is a jar, right?
So in the top left corner, there is a jars in front of, yeah, there's two jars, one on the right side of it, one on the left side of it. So and one is clearly a bigger one and another one is a smaller one.
Oh, guys, I have an excellent idea. Let us take these jars and just, I don't know, how to say, fill the jars with boiling water and throw it away from this pool, and then we can pass. I think this is an excellent idea, and I'm proceed. I'm just taking one jar and starting to pouring with boiling water.
Yeah, so you probably I would assume you took a bigger one. I don't want you to
Yes,
run
the big.
a knowledge check for me for that. So yeah, it's slowly tiny. It's around 7 liters in it. So yeah, one filled out. It's a bit hot, but you still the surface is not that far away. So you kind of get in one jar and second one slowly throwing it on the floor. But yeah, it will definitely take a lot of time to finish that.
Could you repeat, please, about the runes? What do we say?
So basically, the runes you see just in front of them, it's more like an instruction to which gestures you should do touching them, so the something will turn on.
So can I touch them as per the instructions?
Yeah, obviously, but which one you want to kind of, because you see the same ones on each of these statues.
I just take a guess.
All right, so
Maybe-
which one will be? Well, you
Maybe
can,
we can-
let's do that. I think like it's time to kind of have a group activity. Miroslav, which statue you like the most?
Go right.
Go right. Okay, and then Illimit.
I'm giving a suggestion. Maybe we could throw some big creature in the pool and it will cool down the pool.
Felicia just starting to laugh at what you just say.
You
Sashana
don't
is like,
seem
I
big
don't think
enough.
she's, yeah, she just continued to pour the water out, you know. All right, so Illimit won't choose, want to choose the statue.
No. I'm trying to inspect the circle. The question is the circle beneath the statues on this podium which they are standing.
Okay,
on.
so this is more
They
like
are like, it's possible to turn them.
no, so they're quite solid, but as you step closer, you can see it's more of a panels, which in theory can move down or up, so that part of them. And please, can you do a knowledge check for me?
Yes, I can. 15 plus 2, 17.
All right, so and you're pretty sure that it's for something which were maybe the offering or something of that type which was put here, and then kind of this panel would be something which will kind of bring it in somehow. And this is more of these kind of panels, these round ones, is basically for those offerings.
Maybe we can offer them some hot water and try to, I don't know, to spill water on this statue. Let's say on the left one.
Maybe we shall offer them blood.
So like
Yeah,
one
that's
Sashan is just
my-
pouring the water
I
on
agree about the
left
blood.
one, there's nothing happen, but you can hear a lot of suggestions about the blood.
Do you have some?
No, I mean, I'm not against to like cut a little bit my hands and just spill a few drops of blood on it. I hope it will not take my half of my HP.
Well,
I mean,
small cut could be equal to half of your HP.
I mean, like very symbolic, in very symbolical way.
Yeah.
To speak.
Felicia, what
Well, you
about
can-
the ritual that you wanted to try?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to follow the instructions, but
Yeah, why
we-
don't
we-
you do it?
we had some pretty amazing ideas.
You like blood. That's great.
The gods love blood.
Not all of them.
Blood
How
for
about
the
checking
blood
what's
gods.
downstairs before spilling blood?
That's also an option.
So, what was the gesture in the runes?
No, well, it's quite simple. So if you want to repeat it and kind of do that, you just choose a statue. That's what I was saying.
The right one.
Okay. So you go to the top right one, while Thormag was suggesting to check other runes, like Sashan continued to get more and more hot water out, and others just talking about the blood sacrifices.
No, I said great choice.
Yeah, and then there's only the Miroslav is like, yeah, that's the right one. Go on. So Felicia, you touched the surface just and suddenly it seems like, well, it's still not moving, but the eyes of a statue is kind of glimmering with some dim light, and you can hear the voice. And the voice is a bit familiar because you can hear a bit of orcish accent. You do not need to keep anything but courage to pass this test, right? And you hear the sound like of the doors locking, both side gates and the back gates. They locked right now. And you can see like with the sound of like one after another, some lights began to shine on that statue from down to from kind of the bottom to the top, getting close, well, starting low right now, but they will get to the head. And you can hear the sound of water actually gathering behind the walls, or some kind of liquid. And it continues, and you can see that panel in front of it, it just kind of shines a bit, again, some kind of dim light right there where Ilamit was investigating, and like another light is up, and it's going already at the waist of that creature. So what will you do?
I will repeat the gestures at the left statue.
Well, while the sounds there, and there's more and more sounds of water, and that's kind of glimmering off it, you go into the left one. Anyone else doing something else?
Have we all heard this voice?
Yeah, everyone heard it. It was just quite loud. So yeah, I will repeat the phrase and get back to Felicia then. So that statue just said that you don't need to keep anything but courage to pass this. And when Felicia got to the left statue, again doing same gestures, nearly the same thing. So the eyes shed a dim light, and there is a voice in a bit of a Elvish accent. I will try to get it back immediately, but I'm not sure if I could. My cup disappeared. Pour me exact amount and leave it at my feet to quench my thirst. And you can, so like both at the same time, those lights are getting quite high on the right statues, and there's more and more noise behind the walls. Right now, you can see the same lights starting at the bottom of the left statue. And let me then do kind of a timer for you. I don't know if you can see it because I
So-
can't see it.
We have two jars
Yeah.
here, right? One big, which one I'm holding, and the other one the smaller.
Yeah.
Can I pour like water in both of them and put not through, but just put on the left, on the bottom of the left statue?
On the panel.
I'm
probably.
On the panel, yeah. Mm.
I'm trying to interfere and telling that it's some kind of puzzle. Maybe it's makes sense to dry up the big one, fill up the small one, then fill from small to big one, and then fill small again and put back so they would be even filled.
This is kind of complicated for me. You can do it. I don't understand what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay. So I'm doing that.
What you're trying to do? You have 7 and 3 liters jars right now in front of you.
Yeah, I'm putting the big one dry
Mhm.
back on its place, taking the small one, filling from the pool, then from this small I'm filling to the big one, so 3 liters,
Mhm.
and then filling again the small one and putting back on its place. So they are
Okay.
filled.
So now you have 3
even-
and 3 in each of them.
Yeah.
All right. So nothing happens. While that was happening, you have. Oh, I'll stop the timer for now, just for a second. The right statue, as no one was doing nothing there. Symbols, those like dim lights getting up and up and up, and they're now at the neck. The noise is huge, and you hear the water flows. Oh my God, but there is actually nothing happened. You can see the water level rising in the pool, rising higher and higher. And then it just covers the tip of the column. And suddenly the level of water fades away. It's going down, 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 until the whole pool is nearly fully dry.
Oh, let's go.
Nice
But
job.
now but there is still those lights getting on the left statue higher and higher.
Wait, I'm taking these jars and putting on this podium in front of it, not on this.
Yeah.
Its place.
Well, that's nothing happens, and you can hear the
Oh.
statue repeat again, well, and again probably, that my cup disappeared. Pour me exact amount and leave it at my feet to quench my thirst. If you want, you can try to run a knowledge check.
No, let me try. Okay. 18 total.
Well, that was a good one. And I still can't understand who is playing with the timer, because it's switching, but whatever. So yeah, you got it, but you were still not fast enough. So you can, once that lights get to the top, you suddenly can hear the noise of a sand. There is kind of no holes or something, but there is more and more noise of the sand and the wind. And suddenly you feel like a sandstorm just passing through every one of you. And I want you all to make acrobatics check for me.
I have a 20.
All right. So let's go one by one now. Illimit, what do you have?
21.
All right. Then Miroslav.
13.
All right. Then Lormag.
5.
How much?
5.
5. All right. That's the good score. And Felicia.
6.
All right. So Miroslav, Lormag, and Felicia, You were not that successful. The sandstorm gots you and starts to rip a bit of skin out of you, kind of getting into your eyes. So 3 of you, you got 1 wound. So the sandstorm passes,
I think I
and
just,
then you can see. Sorry.
sorry, I just heal everyone immediately. Back to full.
All right.
With the
So kind of you feel like you're like after your scratches start aching and you feel the sand in it, suddenly with a magic which Lorma cast around, it just healed back at the same time, and you're back to your full health as kind of just as you feel yourself an hour ago or something. But at the same time, the clock, kind of the timer starts again from a feet of left set you started to gleaming lights. So again, your knowledge told you that he needs an exact amount which is missing. So probably between 7 and 3 liters, there was 1 jar which was just in the middle, and this is how much he wants.
What?
Well, probably 5, just to answer directly.
Okay. Okay, so I'm. There is water in a pool.
Well, there is not that much water left, so it will be hard to get now.
Okay, I'm just filling up just to have the so I need to have 5, right?
Yeah,
Easy.
easy, says Felicia. So what do you do, Felicia?
So I dry up them both, and I take the small one, fill it, then pour it in the big one. So 3-0. Then I fill up the small one again. I pour it into the big one. So 6-0. I fill up the small one. I pour the rest into the big one. So it's now 7-2. I dry up the big one. I pour the small one into the big one. So 2-0. Small one 2-3, and small into the big one 5-0.
Yes, that's the right one. You put 5. I hope you then after that you don't pour anything out. You just put 5 back.
Yep.
So yeah, you put it on that panel, and it just kind of swallows. It's going down with a jug with a bigger one with 5 liters of water in it, and disappears. Then the panel closes itself, and now you can hear the same voice with a bit of Elvish accent, which says kind of, "I'm satisfied." At the same time, you can hear kind of a laugh from the right statue, which was, "Hope your pants are still clean. And was a nice joke it is. I'm satisfied. You can move on." And so the kind of both timers are now off. So the right one was off a bit before. Now the second one is off. So you have a free empty pool in front of you and closed gates on each side.
Let's
Can-
go forward.
Can we try to open them, or are we like sealed?
Well, you can examine and try to open them. Yeah, maybe.
Let's try it.
What about the side passages?
So like, well, again, they're all sealed right now. It was like when the top right statue was activated, all the doors were sealed.
So let me try to open the right side passage. At least to examine the lock.
All right. Well, roll a perception check for me.
14.
Well, you can't see kind of a proper way to unlock it with at least with your intricate tools.
Sorry, does anyone crossing the pool to see what's on the other side? To examine
Not
it?
yet. No one tried.
So
that.
I do.
I want to go.
Yeah. So Miroslav goes forward. Sashan follows him with a huge glaive behind the back. So you get in there. It's much better looking gate. with a lot of symbols and some kind of real art with a bit of gold on it, which represent the old civilization and the power it gives to everyone. And it's locked. So you can examine it in a way you want, like just tell me what you want to do, but it's locked for now.
Okay, I'll try to examine it as well.
I
So
have
you
a
need-
thief's tool too.
Yeah.
I want to try to open it in a smart way.
All right, you can try it. So will you examine
Bec-
before you will open it, or you just try to open?
No, I'll just straightforward. I want to open it with my
Okay,
thief tools
yeah.
because I
So-
see that everyone is so very intelligent guys here, and I'm just a little bit envy. I want to be a smart guy too, and I try to open
Yeah,
it.
so you can roll a check for your thieves tools also.
It's 17.
Oh yeah, a nice check, but so you delicately use them suddenly for your big hands and muscles. No one was expecting that from you, but doesn't feel like you know what you're doing. So there's a few click, you do something, you like feel that yeah, it's going on, and then another click, so you got them out. Well, but the doors are still locked.
At least I tried your way. But I have a glaive and I can smash the door, right?
Yes, you can. Probably if others won't stop.
Is anybody stopping me?
Is it a stone door or a metal door
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
wooden door?
they're all like more of stone doors, thick stone.
I don't stop her.
No, I'm milady. Let me try to break the lock.
Milady, will you let him try?
All right, you can try.
So what should I do?
Well, you can try, do a knowledge check for me, please. And then we will use the thief tools if you try to do the same.
12.
All right, and now roll the thief tools check.
12.
Well, again, few clicks. Yeah, it's definitely not enough to open that door. It's still closed.
Okay, let me see this.
So, Miroslav, what are you doing?
Trying to do the same thing.
You
Okay.
also want to use the thief tools.
Yep.
All
Wow.
right, do your stuff.
While the madness goes on, I want to check out this altar, whatever this is, column.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
was just a column in the middle. So do me a perception check. It won't be hard. And yeah, and Miroslav, what is your thief tool check?
14.
All right, yeah, same result. This door is not working. And Lormag?
16.
Smashing the door doesn't seem so bad now.
Yeah, can
Okay,
I
so,
smash it already?
Well, probably you can, but meanwhile, Lormag is checking that column, and you can see there's at the bottom of this column, it's not like fully kind of sealed with floor. So it's just in the middle, there is a thinner column in the middle of it, and then nothing else, and then it goes up as a thicker column. So somewhere in the middle of the thick column, there is an empty space. Probably you can figure out how the water,
It's
why
just a
the
drain.
water went down. Yeah, so that's actually a drain, but it's only drains when the water gets to a certain point in this pool. So yeah, if others want to smash the door, that's like smash the door, then smash the door. No one's stopping you from door. Smash the door.
All right, I can smash it already.
Let's smash it.
Go on, go. Alex the girl, the smash on the door.
Okay, so what I should add? The
Miroslav is helping her.
You should add your strength modifier. That's like it's your attack modifier.
oh my god,
Miroslav is helping her to smash the door.
All right, so you'll get
match the
uh,
Beatles.
yeah.
11.
More the middle. 11, yeah, как-то 11. что-то такое.
11.
11. So yeah, but you get a bit of bonus from a help, but it's still not enough. That definitely is too thick door. That's like that hit was something. Yeah, it crippled a bit, a few bricks, you know, like a few pebbles got out, but that's it.
Okay, I will
Weak
smash
orc.
once again. I'm not a weak. I am the strongest.
Maybe you
half
smash
orc.
your head instead. It's gonna work.
I can smash your head if you want to. I can smash
Let's
this door
smash
with
some
your head.
head.
All right, can I try once again? I mean,
Yeah,
not try,
yeah.
just
Yeah, take his
try
head.
and- it's even
I
worse.
help again.
So it's 3 plus 5 is 8.
Well, it's not natural one, so it's still not a success.
And once again, I'll just keep smashing it once and once again.
Can I try the symbols, the runes with instructions on this door? Like,
Well, you can, and while you do that, please do a well, knowledge check for me.
Now it's 24.
Nice. There's like a much stronger hit, so
16.
Because I'm
well,
starting to
well,
get
it's
angry.
not. You can hear the sound that it seems like the door is breaking. It's still there, but yeah, you got a bit of a point there, and you hear more of a sound across the whole pyramid right now, like a shaking and a kind of a rumbling a bit. And while Felicia got a knowledge that check, there is nothing like so. You made the same gestures in front of the gates, which right now are smashed by Sashan, but you clearly can use them on the middle statue.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Let's try it.
Yeah, so once the Sashan trying, like you already hear the kind of the crack and there's like, yeah, something going on, you're in the mood to smash again. Felicia coming to the mid statue, repeating the gestures, and you hear the kind of real loud sound and noise of crackling metal and stone because it was a bit broken after a lot of not successful tries of thief tools, and then a lot of smashing. But it's still working, and before the second blow of Sashan, the gates are getting to the sides and opening the door.
Yeah, you
So-
scared them. Nice.
I'm pretty
Nice.
sure that it was like because of my strong arms. The door is open.
Obviously.
Obviously it is. Yes, let's go, guys.
Good work,
Thanks
to
Sashan.
me.
Let's go.
Thanks to me, we can enter.
All right, and yeah, you go into the next hall, a small hall with stairs which are leading you up.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can we make like a 2-minute break
Yes, we can. Sure.
while we're between the rooms?
Yeah, we can pause it. Yeah.
Thanks.
And we are back. So you're into the new room, up like after the stairs. There's just two doors. Quite simple but strong, but they're not closed. And you're in a quite big square hall with, how we know right now, probably a podium in the middle, like quite a big one. On top of it is a strange, intricate device, a machine. So what catches your eye is immediately is the right next to you, on the right actually, is some kind of a force cell or prison just in the middle of the room, in which you can see a person, a human, with some kind of a bit dirty look, but more looking like a wizard or kind of some smith, something in between, with kind of special different glasses on the head right now, and he's just kind of sitting right, touching his knees, a bit scared, and once he sees you, he's just like, you know, paying attention to you and kind of try to shout. At the same time, behind that podium on the far side of the room, there is same force cell, but bigger and in a bit different color. And right now you can see kind of something which reminds you a bit of a human in form, but much bigger and covered in fire, and just stays in that cell and kind of try to smash it. And you can see that even the force itself is already a bit banded near it. So of that room on the podium, which you should now see. These machine, like definitely million of parts, something clicking a bit, but for most of it, it's quite still, nothing happening with it right now. And what you can see in front of you, actually on this machine, which gets your attention, is 3 bulbs like small plugs. Those are probably the spark plugs. They're shed a dim light, and you can clearly see on the top of that bulb-like shape plug a red steam or a mist, or like a small red cloud turning around. Next to them, you can see one such plug which is broken. And right now you can hear, well, you see that man in this cell next to you. He shouts, "Oh, finally someone come. Finally someone will save us. Please stop that madness."
Felicia shouts, "Intruders, surrender or die."
What kind of madness we need to stop? We need to fix this. What are you doing here?
Yeah,
Who are you,
exactly.
Weakling?
Well, that's a misunderstanding. I'm Mechanicus. I'm just the one who supervised that.
Why
that
are you
thing.
engaged then?
Because that I don't know how that happened. We don't know how that thing worked actually. Just a few bits, and that's it. No one dares to kind of touch it, because if that will be broken, no one will restore it, right? But that, I don't know. It's not a demon. It's some kind of a fire genie. He just appeared from that machine, from a spark plug. It just broke it suddenly. It was just off, and that creature appeared. I was just a bit away, so I started to run back, but it wasn't following me. Just captured that one of the plugs on that. I don't know, maybe a few buttons or something. I don't know, a panel. He took it from that machine and just tried to run away, but then that scream, that siren, that sounds, and I'm suddenly in the prison cell, and and I can see right now he is also in that prison force cell around him, but probably he will break soon. Well, it's actually like right now, while I was sitting here, I'm pretty sure that kind of those power which machine gives is somehow magically draws from maybe these creatures, which are, I don't know how, somehow magically hidden inside those spark plugs. Well, but definitely I'm a friend, guys. I'm a friend. I just want to get out of here and sort it all out. But somehow we need to deal with them, and probably switch on this machine, but I'm not sure if you can do it without me, or especially while that creature has that panel.
So let's keep things simple. We just need to kick his ass, right? This creature. And everything is going to be all right. Do not panic, please.
Well, it sounds so easy when you say it, but look at him. He's big and fiery.
So
Do not
you're
worry,
saying
I'm
you
big
know,
too.
so you don't know what he took?
Well, that's some kind of a panel, which we believe one of the principles to control that machine, but also it helps to turn and shut it off. I don't know. That's kind of some kind of a control.
You don't know, but you say you're the mechanic. That cannot.
Well, I'm
Doesn't
not
seem
a
right.
I'm not a mechanic. I'm mechanicus. I'm the one who is in charge of this whole and looking after that device. But we don't actually know how that works. But maybe if I would be allowed to disassemble it and understand, but we are not allowed.
Can I try to understand if he's lying? D&D way.
Yep. I think you can run a perception check.
Well, that's not gonna help.
Well, that's not gonna help. Seems like
And
he's
what
sincere
about-
right now.
What about this creature? Where is it right now? We can see it.
Yeah, it's so on the map, right? It's just on the other side of the room,
Okay.
smashing through the kind of these force walls and nearly breaking it. Like it will just, it's a matter of minutes when it will finally break this cell.
And this, they lead anywhere? They open? Or
Well,
just arches?
there's like quite absolutely similar doors as you just opened. They're closed right now, and probably that creature was running to one of those doors.
Let's don't waste time. I run to to this creature, take my axe, and I'm waiting when it frees to hit it, to smash it.
All right. So where should I put you? On which side of it?
No, it's fine here.
All right.
I prepare to strike it as well.
All right. So we have Felicia
Yeah.
going, I don't know, right here.
Yeah, sure.
I prepare to bury their dumb asses.
All right.
want to send
So
you-
And
Great
this is a priest.
assistance.
I want to send near to Felicia,
uh-huh.
and it's also I'm preparing to smash this creature. Smash it.
Does it react somehow to us coming closer?
Oh yeah, it's still kind of trying to free itself, but this creature can see you, and it's kind of a bit grins, smiles like that, and kind of waiting to fire you up. So Ilimit, you there on the top right, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to scream to this creature. I want to scream like, "Give up, you!" and drop this thing.
Felicia repeats, surrender
So
or die.
before we got back to hit Lord Mag, or will you be still there where you are, right? Or you go somewhere?
I will check the door, the right one.
Yeah. So you try it out. Well, at least when you just kind of try to push it, it's closed.
All other doors seem closed too, except the one.
Well,
we
they're
couldn't
just
close.
closed, yeah. And well, just to make it simple, yeah, they're all closed, but it's not like these doors are not looking like some kind of miracle gates which you can't smash through
Okay.
or pick up the lock.
And this creature, it's holding this device or something.
Yeah, so it's kind of right now it's just kind of a bit melted into its chest.
Inside. All right. Okay.
Well, it's not inside. It's kind of, you can see it fully outside, but it's kind of holding on the chest of it, kind of on nothing but kind of that strange skin of fire. So when you're threatening the
Is
creature,
it
just kind of,
responding me? I mean, I asked to surrender.
yeah. So, but back to what I'm saying, when you were threatening it and kind of to the creature, grins even more and says, "You will burn in my flames. We've suffered enough from what you were doing to my kin. My brothers will free themselves later, even more powerful than I am. And they will lead the whole city, but I will enjoy of having the first blood."
If they're more powerful, how did you free yourself first? It doesn't add up.
Oh, well, that's the secret you'll find out later.
Also,
And
you're
with
gonna
that
die
is-
and we'll find out later. Cool.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But I got your question. So it smashes again and free itself again. The creature is prepared. You are prepared. We don't need to roll for initiative here because you all have initiative. And the first to go, we have Illimit.
Yeah. So I'm running toward him. Yep.
Just as the back here, yeah.
Yeah. And boom, 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 boom. I'm striking and I have a counter.
But you still need to throw the attack. You should hit, and if you hit, it's a crit.
Okay. And
Yeah, probably
what
that's
is
kind of the
my
part I need. So, well, if you use daggers, probably, which you have, it's dexterity modifier to attack.
So I'm 20 plus okay, D20, right? So first one is 13.
Well, 13 misses.
And second I can, right?
Yeah, sure.
2 daggers.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
And
you have two light weapons in your hands, yeah.
15 plus
Actually, yeah, that's
15
the 1 point in the rules. It says you can't use 3 actions if you attack twice. But can you move and attack twice?
Is it, well, because I think I had something with the movement separately on that. But let's for now, let me put a note for it. But I will allow it for now. Okay. I think
It's
there was
20.
like yeah, maybe there shouldn't be any movement then.
No,
So 20
truly
hits.
saying, in case I would know that, maybe I didn't have it in my head, I would put myself near him.
Yeah, you probably would like
If
that.
I
Shoot a bow.
No, I would put myself near him if I would knew that point.
Yeah, all right,
about
but
the movement.
let's go on. That's fine. So
Okay, so the second one is 15.
yeah, the second
plus
one
5.
hits, and as it's the crit, as you kind of first now initiative, it receives 2 wounds. All right, great. Then there's
but-
yeah.
But actually, I'm willing to move out, but the question right now, is it possible or not?
Well, yeah, we will scan it for now because you already moved. We will say you can move again, but
Because
the creature will try to attack you back.
yeah, but
This is where we have a bit of a gaps of the rules, but
I'm not provoking attacks.
yeah, it will try, but like you will not. So you can jump back. I will say yes for now, but then probably like from the next turn, or if anything, you will not. If you want to attack twice, you can't move that.
Okay.
But for now, I will say because we already started, you can. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. So then we have the creature's turn. Now, at the same time, you can see like when it just kind of breaks the cell again, it's got at the same moment like a few stabs in the back. One hits tip, and like some kind of a fire getting back. You can see a small creature, kind of, well, not that like smaller than you, probably the size of a dwarf actually, appears kind of fiery, looking like a bit of a animal demon here. It's a token of hellhound, but it's kind of more of looking more of a hellish ape or something. And at the same time, with its action, the Ifrit is kind of gathering together and then just kind of releasing the fire from him. And everyone in 10 feet radius, so it's basically Miroslav, Sasha, and Felicia, is doing an attack against your Dex spell resistance. So that's the first is 24 against
I wonder
Miroslav?
if it hits.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you should hit Miroslav. Then another one is 19 against Felicia. Also probably hits because like the spell resistance is smaller. And whoa, a natural 20 against Sashan. So hit everyone. And with a crit to Sashan. So it's wound for Felicia and Miroslav, and it's 2 wounds for Sashan. So that was this creature turn for now. And we got in forward, and we have Miroslav and Sashan getting ready, so you can decide who's going first because you have kind of all the same shit. So you can roll d20 and see who has the highest will go first.
Isn't that all of us? With one
Well, there is that. Then it's a dexterity. So after the initiative, it's
doesn't
dexterity,
say
and it's
so in the rules.
yeah, I've already marked it. So who will go first?
I want to hit first. If
Yeah, go.
Okay, go on.
all right, I will take my two-handed glaive, and it's 12 plus strength, right?
Yeah, your strength modifier. To hit.
17.
And 17 barely, but hits.
Oh, I have an advantage on my attack rolls because I was wounded. But
Well, you can try. Maybe you will have a crit. So
no, it's not a crit. It's 14 plus 5. But anyway, it hits. I
all right,
didn't
yeah.
see.
So and you give a wound, one more wound to it. You're like, slash hard. Yeah. So what you can see? Sorry.
No, that's fine.
All right. No, you inflicted the wound. So then, if you don't move or do something else, we have Miroslav.
Maybe
I
I'll just
smash him.
scream.
Yeah, you smash him. Go on.
I smash him with my two-hand axe. Whoops. And that's 2 plus 3. 5.
Well, that's obviously miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you were not ready after that burns that you got from initial attack.
But my
of his
snake
team.
spirit can also try to hit him, as I understand.
Well, that would be good because I was thinking about asking you, do you have a spirit running around with you? Because it would be good to
yeah,
describe.
I said that I have a snake around my waist.
Okay, so that's what the spirit probably.
Yep.
So yeah, it can attack. Obviously, yeah, you can try it.
And that's 12.
Now, well, 12 doesn't hit, but then, so it have now 1 HP because it was also under the fire attack because it was on your waist. And I'll put your creature, let's say, somewhere here next to you. So you've got in close to attack, and the same is your snake. So it has only 1 HP right now left. Okay, before we get to Felicia and Larmak, there's that strange fiery ape jumps to Illimit and tries to bite him. and that's 12. I'm not sure. 12 probably doesn't hit you. And at the same time, you can see that after kind of the attack you've made, sorry, like your snake made, actually, probably the last one, there is a flash that hits Felicia and Miroslav. So this is against your, what, just let me check. Okay, against your strengths spell resistance, so it's 17 against Felicia.
And it does hit.
All right, and it's 10 against this. Well, the snake, I would say, yeah, because the snake attacked. I think it's the one hit, right? Because it's 10.
Yeah.
So then, Felicia, you have disadvantage on your next attack. Next attacks next turn. Well, probably like this turn. And that's it for now. And we got either to Lore Mag or Felicia. You can decide who's going first.
You can go first, Lormak.
Okay. Was this another piece of flaming shit? And I hit Monk. What is he? What is he?
Sorry, what are you using?
Just attack. Smash him with a mace.
Ah, all right. Yeah, that's fine. So roll, yeah, like a d20 with strength modifier.
14.
14 does hit. So you can see like your mace just coming down that creature and just smashes the head of it. And it just kind of disappears in ashes, which just spreads around the room. Yeah. So this is out. Will you move forward somewhere? Like, because you still have a few move and some other free
Great
actions.
place to be.
All right. Then we back to Felicia.
Okay, so I hit with my longsword the big guy.
But then with a disadvantage.
Yep, that's true. Uh, 14.
Okay, 14. No,
And
doesn't hit.
it's against his spirit.
Okay, so you try
resistance.
to hit his spirit resistance, which is still higher.
Oh man.
Well, he's quite a boss, right? So now it misses that. But you don't have disadvantage anymore after this turn. Will you do something else, move, or whatever free actions you want to take?
No, not really. That's it.
All right. Then after you try to hit it, you see the creature kind of moves a bit back from your sword and then just like shrinks and then disappears and appears just behind you on that podium. And we are back to Illimit.
I see him. I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him.
he's just in front of you. He just like kind of blinked, teleported to the podium in the middle of the room.
I'm taking my bow, throwing back my beautiful blonde hairs back, aiming and shooting with a passion.
Go on.
And it's no plus dexterity. No, 11. It's miss.
Well, 11 definitely misses. So he's just so evasive with that kind of fiery body.
And I'm still stepping up a bit to the wall.
So you, all right, yeah. So you're back there, and then, well, again, it's the turn of this genie, this ifrit, and again at the same time it summons one of those apes again, and putting its hands up, it's just creating a big fire. What do you think? Ball, obviously. And just looking at the best place to put it down, just throws it at, again, the group of Felicia, Sasha, Miroslav, and the snake. So that is, we'll go like from left top to the bottom right. So attacks against your dexterity, spell resistance. The first one is 9 against Felicia. Then
-9. Does it hit?
no, you're not hit, right? It's like 9 against your spell resistance. So you have high. Do you have 9?
Yeah, 9.
Oh, then it's hits. Yeah,
Oh,
because it's equal to
man.
your spell resistance. Well, then we have 21 against Sashan. Dex spell resistance, and it's definitely hit. Then we have 16 against Miroslav.
Hits.
And the snake, well, that's kind of, well, I don't need to throw it because it still gets 1 wound, but it's 23. So all of you get 2 wounds. And then obviously that spirit disappears.
Yep.
Because it's already had 1. And that's it. That's the turn of this Ifrit, who is like now smiling, giggling, with like, he puts you on fire first time. Now he puts you on fire even more. And he just now grins towards Lomag and Ilimit. And we are back to Sashan.
All right, I'll take my glaive and I'm running to this creature. And again, I have an advantage on my attack rolls. 13 and all right, 13 plus 5, so it's 18.
18 hits.
Yeah.
And this is like another strong smash with a glaive, another deep cut, and it's another wound. All right. So I believe that's it for your turn, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Now we back to Miroslav.
I run towards this fiery creature and hit it with my axe.
All right. Do you want to run to the stairs or try to hit it from the kind of a bit downward, upwards, from below the podium?
Let's go from below the podium.
All right. Yeah. So we'll say you're somewhere here. Yeah. So roll an attack. Yeah.
Whoa, that's 8.
Well, and that's unfortunately misses. Like again, he doesn't even need to kind of try hard to evade that blow from your axe. Then we back to actually again, let's this creature use its reaction because it has 1 specific actions. So Miroslav, you were the last to hit, so it's against your strength spell resistance, and it's 19. So you, for the next turn, you have disadvantage for your attacks. And then, well, let's say it will be Lormag this time, and it's 17 against your strength spell resistance. If it hits you again, you have disadvantage on your attacks next turn. And we have that ape jumping towards you and tries to hit you. Well, this is a natural 20. Well, I'm really good today, right?
As
and
every day.
Yes, spasiba. So it hits, obviously, and it's 2 wounds against Lormag. And we are back to the turn of, well, Lormag. Yeah, you're next.
Too many times. Hard to find this call. But the creatures then you try to kill me, roll a shit, and smash him with a mace. The classic.
All right. Go on, smash it.
And it's 17 with disadvantage.
Yeah, 17 definitely hits with this, even with disadvantage. And again, you smash it hard and it just like breaking it first and then just spreads into the ashes and kind of disappeared. All right, will you move somewhere again or you will stay at where you are?
A little bit.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Felicia, your turn right now. Oh, I moved Felicia here. It should be Sashan here. Yeah, sorry. Felicia, your turn.
Yeah, so I move towards Ifrit, like here, and I imbue my weapon with celestial might, with celestial
right.
power. I call to the Holy Spirit and strike the Ifrit with advantage.
Go on. Yeah. Will you strike against spirit spell resistance or AC?
Spirit resistance.
All right.
So it's
Go on.
18.
18 hits. Yeah. And I believe it's 2 wounds, right? Because it's like your natural hit. And how you want to do that?
So you see my sword pierces Ifrit's heart, and it kind of explodes, covering all of us with its remains, which is kind of gory.
Yeah, well, there's kind of a dusty, like ash-like remains. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a win. That was a nice strike. So
Amazing.
we are back where we are. You see that panel dropping down, and that kind of noises and like the noise of the flame disappears. You are the winners, but you still need to switch on the edge and do something with it because this is why you're here. So now back to your question, decisions. What do you want to do here?
So let's call this technician guy. You, Mechanicus, can you fix this stuff?
Well, he's still in a cell, and he's like, well, I probably could, but well, it's not like, well, so you just put the panel on this place where it is on that left corner, and you just switch it on. But the problem is there's one spark plug is broken, and where this Ifrit came from, and it was probably the least energized one from what I've seen, and there's 3 others. So as for me, I feel it's kind of 2 problems here. One is obviously there is not enough power to kind of give to the districts. Like it was a spark plug per district, right? And now one is not there. So we either need to think about how, like, which district will have power, or all of them will have less. Well, again, I don't think any of this situation is quite good. But the second one, you've seen what happened, right? You've seen that monster, and then the bigger to come because they are more powerful, and any day that could happen. So it's not an infinite engine as we thought, and it is quite dangerous. And I'm not sure if this security system will even work next time.
We're not quite care if you're afraid or not. We're here to restore the power. So go ahead.
Well, he's still there, but you can do that.
Hey, scared boy, why the doors are closed?
Well, they are always open. It's never closed. It's just guards around, and no one gets into the pyramid. But it just was locked. Everything just locked or something when it happened.
I see no problem for
Okay,
now, guys. We just need to put these things back, and that's it.
Can I like try to switch it on myself?
Well, obviously you can just put the panel. I will not ask you to roll something there, and then there is a big lever which you can use, and it will be on. But before that, this is basically you need to decide where the energy will flow, let's say. So you can have move these spark plugs. Right now we don't have, we have 0 power in the trade district, and others are kind of connected to those still intact spark plugs. But you still see how they kind of, while you wait, like even when you vent it, you can see they're just a bit fading, those sparks. So you need to kind of either switch it on or they will fade forever.
Let's switch it
No.
on. That's fine.
No,
We have enough
wait.
power for industrial district, and it's totally fine with me because this is the main district. Everyone agrees with, right? Let's just switch it on.
No, until there will there will be power in trading district, we will not do a thing. And I'm keeping this device which is in my hands.
Why you need?
So you keep the panel for now.
Yeah.
Why do you need the power to trade district?
Because I'm very kind guy and I like that trade. I think that trade should go on. It's an economy power of the world. You like that answer?
No, I don't like it
You
because it's dumb.
green.
It is
How
dumb.
do you use an
It's-
energy for trade? They don't need it.
They don't need it. I agree because we need power in the industrial district. This is my
Let's just
opinion.
smash it.
Okay.
That will be fair. No one will get nothing. Anything.
No,
That's
no, no, no,
good.
no, 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 no. This is not an option. I
Very
came here
convincing.
to get the power to industrial district, guys. Because without the heavy industry, we all are doomed. Me especially.
The question is how we can, let's say, switch the. There are some switches, right, which could redistribute the power. And my question is, 4 districts, right?
Yeah, there are 4 districts.
Oh, let's say we know who needs industrial district. I need trading district. Who needs some other districts?
While they're discussing this, can you remind me what action can free the spirits?
Well, so they either
next
can at
fight.
some point just be destroyed themselves, then you can either just destroy them, well, from outside, right? Not from inside. And again, that's probably will free them, probably not, unless you can contain the energy somehow. So yeah, destruction will probably lead to some more of this
Destruction of this machine. Yeah.
Well, not on of the machine, but at least of the, because it seems like the main energy source for the machine. The machine is just converting it. Is those spark plugs, one of which is broken right now.
Can I examine them? What are these
Sure.
spark plugs?
Yeah, and roll a knowledge check.
I think 5.
Well, yeah, that's not much. Well, that's definitely well, you know what you know. It's an energy source. Somehow, as you know, sourcing power from kind of a captured spirit or something of a demon of a ifrit, and then machine distributes it. But
Can I
there's
take
nothing
it
on
out?
how it was. Well, yeah. So for now, you can, because machine is off. It's switched off right now. It's switched off automatically when
Is it
something happened.
fragile? Can I just destroy
Well,
it?
it's not that fragile, but it's easy to break. Yeah. So if you want to break it, it won't be that hard.
Okay.
I have a question. So which districts do we have? We have a trade, we have industry, what else?
We have trade, industrial, civil, and cultural.
Civil. We don't need a culture at all, I think, because industry, yes, we need an industry. Maybe we have an trade district to just to, you know, to how to say, to sell this heavy industry products. I will agree. But culture, why you need a culture? Why you need an energy to culture?
And you can hear mechanicals there. It's like, no, you can't understand. It's like one of the important. This is where the knowledge is. This is where those wizard towers and all that beautiful gardens and the water. Actually, this is where the kind of not only the magic but life of the city itself happening.
Can we
It's
just
like
split it
the-
evenly? 75% for everyone. Sounds pretty fair.
Yeah, maybe that's an option I can see, but it just we need to think about how then deal later with those demons.
Someone build this. I'm sure they know what to do.
Well,
We're just here to fix.
yeah, maybe.
the
I'm
problem.
unfortunately, I don't think there's anyone who built it is still alive.
Well, while they're discussing this, I try just to destroy the spark plug.
So
yeah,
you can see.
I was expecting that, and
Uh-huh.
I was readying my dagger for that because I knew what he told on the start. I understood that he is willing to destroy it, and I was like standing somewhere near the machine and like keeping an eye on him just for that action.
Well, so let's say you try to interrupt him. Yeah. So Illimit, you can try to attack him through a d20 with your dex modifier.
I will try to protect this this machine too, because I don't want it to be destroyed.
Again, you all near except again probably you all near. So I would say except of Illimit, everyone who wants to stop him can first run a simple perception check. It will be quite easy perception check, and if you succeed, you can try to do the same to attack and stop him.
16 perception.
Yeah, 16 is definitely enough, and you can try to roll for
Enough.
attack.
It's 2.
Well, it's also
7,
misses.
I mean,
16 for
Well.
perception and 20 for attack. So
Yeah, so you're enough. So you kind of quickly see what Miroslav do. Everyone else also sees, but they kind of not fast enough to stop him, and then only Lormark is just like stop in your hand. Do you want to stop him or do you want to hit him? Kind of, I mean, like you also will stop him, but you can injure him.
oh, stop for now. No one's.
All right, yeah. So you kind of stop in his hand right now, like pushing it aside, and just kind of his well, whatever you Miroslav, how you were attacking, trying to smash it with your hand or with your axe.
With my axe.
Yeah, so you've seen like his axe going down, and just kind of your mace just stops that hit.
Shield for
so
that.
wherever, what do you do next? Anyone of you?
I'm going to shout at Miroslav. What are you doing, you stupid guy? You almost destroyed it. We need to fix it. Do you forgot?
You are too indecisive. Why do you need it?
I need a power in industrial district. Just think
You will
about
be
it.
fine without it.
No. You do not know my situation.
While we are discussing this, can I know, investigate? I want to check if there's a way to extract some energy from this machine.
Well, run a knowledge again check. For you, it will be quite easy check.
And it's 7.
Well, yeah. So it's still higher than easy. So yeah, it's only because it's you. You're aware that you have something which can get that power. Is quite easy. Just kind of, it's if you destroy these spark plugs with your specific rod, then it will just store the power in it. Yeah.
Then that's what I try to do. while we're
Okay.
distracted with Miroslav's actions.
Well, maybe.
No,
So
no one is
I-
distracted now because you already done your actions. Come on.
no, but that's again, it's one more turn. So again, we will ask for anyone to do who wants to stop Felicia.
I want to
to
So
roll a
stop.
perception.
Felicia is trying to destroy this thing with her.
Yeah, somehow. Well, it's not that of smashing. You can see like you were doing with a battle like
So
she
Miroslav just says, and now you are trying to do it again also, yeah? You, the one
Well, before that, you roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
No, I have 22, and for heat would be crit.
I have
Alright,
19
yes.
perception check.
But you're just laughing at it.
I have 19 perception check.
Yeah. You so like
So
anything above 10.
I'm
right
crying.
now is-
You are trying to do to destroy this too, and you just was preventing me from doing it, and I try to destroy it also.
I
Or
didn't.
try
not
to.
sure.
Or,
I don't think Felicia tried to stop you.
Yeah, Felicia was not trying to stop.
Yeah, I didn't.
So well, but it's still kind of while you try and well, not that hardly, but still break one of those spark plugs. You see, Ilimit is putting his dagger. Do you want to hit Felicia or stop? Or there's the kind of Y, Y-shaped rod she has.
Let's say I don't want simply to stop. I want to cut his hand. But let's say since I'm the dagger master, I'm trying to make a cut, but not like a lethal, you know?
All right. So you don't want to inflict a wound.
to put a blood, you know, to get
All
a
right, yeah.
blood.
So you get it. It was a really nice and precise stroke. You got a cut. The kind of destruction is prevented. So you kind of made your point.
Ah.
Oh, so we back to where we were.
Okay, whose turn?
You don't understand. I'm not trying to destroy it. I just need its energy.
Yeah, everyone needs its energy.
What's the difference then? It's the only purpose of this thing, to give energy. If you take it away, it's gonna be
course.
useless. Just keep these two lunatics away from this.
So while the talk is happening, I'm trying to to switch the plugs so the trading district is connected. I don't care about other districts. I just need.
Well, so yes, the trade district is now have no power. So you can choose one district and put the power into the trade from it. So like remove spark plug and put it into the trade district.
there are
Yeah,
two
so I'm trying for example to get from culture to trade.
Okay, yeah. So is anyone stopping him?
There are two
No,
spark plugs
no.
left of one.
Three working spark plugs and one is broken.
Okay. Yeah, they are all close to each other.
Yeah, they're just next to it, like on the picture they're here. Yeah, so the left one is broken, and these three are on.
Uh-huh.
So you can hear the mechanical shouting, "No, don't do that. Just at least distribute it evenly. With the cultural city, like one of the main parts of the city will die."
All right.
Okay,
Can
so
we?
my proposition, let me have one spark, and then you can divide the two rest evenly among all the quarters.
No, it's not, I don't agree.
If he tries to switch the plugs, I'll try again with my axe to cut it.
No, I
His hand
already
and plugs.
Can I try
I
to
already
grab
tried
the
to
Miroslav? I mean, grab and prevent to
All right, so like
do any
Ilimit
action.
is now
I
changing the
said
spark
if.
plugs.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
so
it yet.
Ilimit is
You don't
changing
know.
spark plugs. Miroslav is trying to hit it while Sashan is watching him. So I need you both to run an athletic check.
Both who?
Miroslav and Sashan.
11. No, yeah, 11.
24.
Yeah, so Sashan is kind of, she's strong, big half orc. She's managed to tightly handle you. If no one, stops it, Ilimi just unplugs cultural districts and put it into trade.
Look what you've done. You must be ashamed of yourself.
And I'm asking the dwarf, what would be the, maybe he told, maybe I just didn't heard it correctly. What would be if we will spread all the power evenly between all the 4 districts?
Well, to be honest, I just don't know. They definitely will have some. So there's some power for the forges and factories in the industrial district. There's definitely some power to fire up teleports in the trade district. There's still civil district will enjoy kind of the easiness of life, but there's definitely will be gaps in it. There will be kind of should be some ideas of substitution. So probably it's a good solution, but at the same time, I just worried about like knowing the source of the power. Should we even keep that? But if you decide to keep, I think the best option is to keep all the districts alive, because again, cultural district, despite it sounds for you not that important, it's the heart of the city and the brains also.
I just go to the other part of this machine while it's happening.
You're grabbed.
How you can go? You're
By whom?
grabbed by me.
I think I thought you've prevented me and not grappled me.
No,
If
no,
you
no,
grappled me, I can try to free myself. obviously.
Ungrapple.
Yep.
No, next
you
turn,
can try.
because right now after
Which next turn you are talking right now?
Yeah, you're talking too much. Oh, for now, Miroslav, you can roll again an athletic check and a Sashan also. You can again run a contest of athletics. So Illimit, you can continue.
Such unluck. Fuck.
Okay, I'm just
6.
after what he told, I'm telling that
So unlucky. with these rolls.
what I need to hear, I heard that could disturb the teleports of trading portals, and I'm trying to switch machine.
You mean you want to switch on and again not distribute the power?
Yes.
All right, so you can see Illimit switching on, Miroslav and Sashan now on the other side, which is like Sashan is keeping Miroslav. So we have only Felicia and Lormak. Will you try to stop or not?
I will try once again to sneak and to put my rod into one of the sparks.
Which one? So you have now trade, civil, and industrial district on.
Civil.
All right. So you get your order, like when there's this, like Illim is starting to switch on machine, you put your order into that. Well, so again, we have only Lormag left. Will you stop any of them?
Keep your grabby hands away from the fucking machine, you goblins. Smash you all. And I'll smash
So you have,
who would be, let's say Miroslav.
Hi, and you smash Miroslav there. All
But
right.
he's grappled.
Oh, he's grappled. I thought
He's
who's
grappled.
Yeah, so we have Felicia now. Felicia and trying to
Felicia is trying to steal the energy from the civil district, so you can.
from
But,
civil
what-
district and
yeah,
Ilimi trying to just switch on all others spark plugs.
attack Felicia, of course.
All right. Yeah. So then again, roll for attack.
20.
Oh,
Well,
come
20
on.
hits. So you now like the engine switches on. Felicia tries to kind of with her strange rod hit one of the spark plugs. Lormak prevents that with his mace. And you can hear the sounds, the roaring sounds. There's some kind of a rotation inside that machine. The mist glows in those spark plugs with more red, and kind of the energy flows in it. And you can see like there's like some kind of huge red storm with the fire inside, kind of, just in a very kind of small size from here, but it's a full storm inside. And you hear unlocking, the doors unlocking, and kind of all the rumbling says that, yeah, the energy is now goes out, but you're pretty sure it's not going to a cultural district right now. So you have just a few final words. Will you do something or not?
I
Soon
try
the
to
guards will be
ungrapple
here and everyone
myself.
else.
I'm
Run athletics and Sashan do the same.
I'm going, let's say, near Miroslav to be sure that he will not try to smash the machine even if it's working. Is it possible to smash it? No, I guess it is.
Yeah, well, it's possible to
Or-
smash it. Well, it's possible to be destroyed at one blow. We'll see. So what's
I'm keeping myself near Miroslav.
Miroslav? So Miroslav, what is your athletics check?
18.
18 and Sashan?
I have 11, but I have a coin, so I want to reroll.
All right.
And no, it's 16. Damn.
Yeah. So Miroslav, you're free. You are free now. It's your last action of the game. What
Yeah,
will you
but
do?
let's say, but because what? Let's say, can I? Because they were trying right now to challenge themselves, so I have as well an action because I was prepared.
While they were trying to Miroslav was trying to ungrapple himself, you got to his side.
Okay.
So
No,
Miroslav,
but I'm with a such thing that I'm sure that he will be like trying to.
all right.
smash
So okay,
it.
then I'll ask you, Ilimit, what are you doing?
No, I'm like waiting.
Okay,
there.
so you're preparing to protect. Yeah. So then we go
Yeah.
back to Miroslav. Miroslav, your last action of the game.
А атака лимит.
Yeah. So you just
Reflex.
put your axe and then you're trying to attack limit, and I will give you advantage because he was not prepared for that attack. He was definitely preparing to protect the machine. He put his dagger aside and you now have advantage on attack. So please. Roll for
Well,
attack.
that's 19 or 17. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
17 hits and 1 wound is inflicted on Illimit. And I believe, after that, unless Felicia and Lormak have anything to say.
In the name of Moradin, I'll smite anyone who touched the machine, you fucking rats.
And Felicia.
And I prepare
Go on. Sorry.
the God's lance. I use it on anyone who will try to touch the machine.
All right. Felicia.
Felicia is stunned, and after a hit from Mighty Dwarf, she just resides to the corner, trying to heal herself.
All right.
And you
Yeah,
see,
I really like the Lormak threat. Well, so here we will end. The guards are getting in. They're funding the pyramid. They're kind of checking the corners, going into the different rooms. They're asking you to get back to the board, to the council, for your rewards and things. But definitely life in the city will be changed. So people actually heard that something is wrong. They heard what's going on. There is a bit of panic. At the same time, they can see the water from the cultural district slowly disappears. The gardens will fade away. And there is no else possibilities for the wizards to continue their experiments, their kind of magic, which were tied to this energy and to that nature. It was maybe just partially, but creating at least in those districts, and kind of that whole feeling of knowledge and spiritual connection in one place, it just disappeared. Well, the city will be back on its feet, but not for long. It will keep the main position as it was. The trade continue, but slowly goes down as the wizards flee. The industry is there, but again, there's not many people who now think of something new, and the civil district was not that involved even before in what's going on, having their energy. But right now, they don't even have a place to rest or to feel their need of knowledge or their guidance for the cultural education, if we'll put it that way. It's still a huge city, but it's definitely not a diamond of the Bahamas lands anymore. It's still a desert, and sometimes in future, this city will be part of this desert again.
That's how
That's
city
it.
of Chelyabinsk was born. Yes.
Yeah, could be. So thank you very much.
Yay!
More or
Thank
less
you.
on time, I think. I
Shall
think we
we
are-
stop the recording?
Yeah, we can stop the recording here. Thank you all for watching, all those 2 or 3 people.